the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology is a beacon of academic excellence in Ghana. In an era where education transcends traditional boundaries, KNUST is at the forefront championing the cause of e-learning. This is the story of how we have embraced technology to foster excellence in education across diverse disciplines. The year 2020 brought unprecedented challenges with the COVID-19 pandemic. As campuses worldwide shut down, the need for a robust e-learning system became imperative. KNUST was no exception.
One day we were in class, and all of a sudden, everything went online. It was very overwhelming at first.
Adapting to the new normal, KNUST swiftly transitioned to online learning. Virtual classrooms, digital assignments, and online assessments became the new standard.
Our priority was to ensure that learning did not stop. So we took advantage of the situation to train our faculty, equip our students with the technological skills, and then bridge the gap to ensure that learning online comes in to support the gap that was created.
Recognizing the need for a dedicated facility to support e-learning, the Office of the Vice-Chancellor established the KNUST E-Learning Center. This center became the heartbeat of our digital education initiatives.
So the e-learning center was a strategic move by management to centralize our e-learning efforts. It became a hub for training, for innovation, and for equipping our learners and faculty with the skills required in the times.
The KNUST E-Learning Center is a hub of innovation and leadership within Ghana's esteemed Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Guided by our core values of excellence, innovation, and integrity, we leverage cutting-edge technologies and pedagogical strategies to foster teaching and learning and knowledge creation. The KNUST E-Learning Center offers a comprehensive suite of services tailored to meet the evolving needs of stakeholders. These include online teaching and learning, video conferencing, proctor services, webinar series, and podcast. To ensure seamless service delivery, the center operates through various departments. The instructional design team integrates technology into learning design. The systems support team maintains IT systems, and the service support team offers call center and help desk services, among others. The center also operates through specialized subunits, including the Design and Publicity Unit, Training and Research, Full Online Programs Unit, Proctor and Assessment Unit, and the Immersive Learning and Pedagogy Unit, leveraging VI technologies. The center firmly believes in the power of robust digital literacy skills. We organize diverse capacity building activities for faculty members and students, ensuring continuous improvement in digital literacy.
As the Training and Research Unit at the KNUST E-Learning Center, our training sessions are designed to equip participants with the skills they need to thrive in a digital learning environment.
With the help of e-learning, we are able to submit online assignments wherever we are, and we are also able to access course materials online. I thank KNUST for bringing this initiative to Obuasi campus. With this, we are able to have the same experience as those on main campus.
For me, the advent of e-learning is a blessing in disguise. At the initial stages when the talk of e-learning began, I was among those who were very skeptical because I don't like computers. But the structure that the university put in place and the kind of training that was provided has made life so easy. It is so easy now for me to schedule a class online. It's so easy for me to take the class. It's easy for me to connect my electronic board, and I'm able to work equations. I'm able to write for them to see as though we were in the class.
Good afternoon, and a warm welcome to the 6th edition of the Junior Science and Maths Quiz and the first in the regional qualifiers. This quiz is organized by the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology in collaboration with the Ghana Education Service and DEXT Technologies. We appreciate our Vice Chancellor, Professor Mrs. Rita Akosia-Dixon, for her continual support. We also recognize and appreciate the leadership of the Chair of the Junior Science and Maths Quiz Board, Professor Kwesi Preku, and all the board members. Let me use this opportunity to salute the heads of the various schools competing in this year's contest. I applaud the dedicated teachers who have spent time in preparing the contestants for this contest. I also salute the gallant students proudly representing their schools in the competition. I want to use this opportunity to appreciate and acknowledge all our sponsors for coming on board and supporting us in diverse ways. We are truly and deeply grateful to you. The 2024 quiz competition is proudly sponsored by the KNUST e-Learning Center. For all our media and video coverages, we are grateful. At KNUST e-Learning, we say just a click. The KNUST Institute of Distance Learning, thank you for making our journey around the nation easy and pleasurable. Your venues provided are well appreciated. At KNUST Ideal, we say lifelong learning, an essential key for development. The KNUST UITS, University Information Technology Services, thank you very much for providing us with the needed bandwidth for the quiz. Your high-speed internet provided is deeply appreciated. DEXT Technologies. At DEXT Technologies, we say practical science is now practical. Thank you for making our technology challenge round a reality, and you always make it very exciting and hands-on. The Ghana Standards Authority, thank you for your support in this year's competition. Your generous contribution is deeply appreciated. Multi-Credit Savings and Loans Limited, a heartfelt thank you for the juicy prizes for this year's competition. Your generous contributions have been a cornerstone of our success. The Ghana National Petroleum Corporation Foundation, GNPC, impacting lives. Steady X, thank you for coming on board. Pizza Man, Chicken Man, we look forward to wonderful meal packages. At Pizza Man, Chicken Man, we say great food lives here. Fonjo Images. At Fonjo Images, we keep your memories alive. And to our media partner, Kesben TV, thank you for telecasting this program live and for amplifying our reach and impact. Thank you for partnering with us. At Kesben TV, we say, Obiabedidi, everyone will have a share. Remember, the JSMQ program is tailor-made for learners in the junior high schools to enable them exhibit their understanding of the basic principles underlying the life sciences and the physical sciences. It is expected to promote teamwork and critical thinking right from the early stages in their academic life. This evening, or this afternoon, we have 3 schools competing. We have students from Christ Model Academy represented by thank you very much, and thank you very much. We also have from Ultimate Academy Technical.
Juliana Sewa Thabait.
Okay, and
thank
you very much. And finally, from KRONUM JHS, we have
Prince.
Thank you. And Charles Ofori. Thank you very much. Let's give them a big round of applause. I am Prince Amponsa Kwabi. I'm a lecturer at the Department of Mathematics at KNUST, and I will be your moderator for this afternoon's contest. A few general rules, and then we will begin. The first one is the buzzer test. Let us hear the sound of the buzzer from Christ Model Academy. very much. Ultimate Academy Technology. And finally, from KRONUM JHS. Thank you very much. So please listen, contestants, for your main question, you don't need to press the buzzer. If a school is answering its main question, the two schools should wait for them to exhaust their 2 attempts or until their time is up before pressing their buzzers. There will be 4 rounds in this contest. Round 1 is the fundamentals. Round 2 will be the fastest brain, fastest finger. Round 3 is a science and technology challenge. And the final round will be decoding the clues. Contestants, I will be reading the instructions at the beginning of every question. Without further ado, let us begin the contest. Round 1, the fundamentals. This round consists of biology, chemistry, physics, mathematics, and ICT questions. If a school answers a question correctly, 3 points are awarded. If it is incorrectly answered, it becomes available as a bonus to the other 2 schools to compete for. The score for a bonus question is 1 point. Schools will have 15 seconds to answer questions that do not require calculations and 40 seconds to answer questions that require calculations. Each school has a maximum of 2 attempts for their main question and 1 attempt for a bonus question. Bonus questions are open to the other 2 schools to compete for by simply ringing the buzzer. Failing to press the buzzer before answering the bonus question will nullify your answer, and therefore you score no points even if your answer is correct. Best wishes to all schools. Question 1. This is a preamble to all schools. You are to identify as hedging, shade, bedding, flowering, avenue, and pot plants. So you have 1 attempt only, and there will be no bonuses for this question. Hedging, shade, bedding, flowering, avenue, and pot plants. Christ Model Academy. Your main question. Balsam.
Shade.
That is not correct. Ultimates, there will be no bonuses for this round of questions. I read it earlier in the preamble. Ultimate Academy. Neem tree.
Shade.
That is correct for 3 points. KRONUM JHS. Pride of Barbados.
Flowering.
That is not correct. The correct answer is hedging plant. And Christ Model Academy, the correct answer to your question was a bedding plant. Bedding plant. Question number 2. You have 15 seconds to provide an answer. Again, a preamble to all schools. In an experiment to investigate the reactivity of potassium, a piece of potassium metal was dropped in a beaker containing water. Ultimate Academy. State what would happen if a glowing splint was held at the mouth of the beaker. Christ Model for a bonus.
There will be a pop sound.
That is correct for 1 point. KRONUM JHS, your main question. Write a balanced chemical equation for the reaction that occurred.
Two K plus H2O going to 2
Christ model for a bonus.
2K plus H2O giving out K2O plus A2.
That is not correct. The correct answer is 2K plus 2H2O going to 2KOH plus H2. Christ Model Academy. Your main question. Name 2 other metals that can react in a similar way as the potassium and sodium.
Magnesium metal.
That is not correct. You have one more attempt.
Calcium.
Calcium is correct for 3 points. Question number 3. You have 15 seconds to answer this question. Again, this is a preamble to all schools. State the mouse pointer that is used for the following processes. KRONUM JHS. Used to wait for a window to become responsive. Christ model for a bonus.
The circle mouse pointer.
That is not correct. Christ model, your main question. Used to indicate a location between characters.
Insertion point.
That is not correct. One more attempt.
I-beam.
That is
The
correct.
I-beam.
That is correct for 3 points. Ultimate Academy, your main question. Used to select text, graphic links, and hyperlink. Christ model for a bonus.
The finger pointer.
That is not correct. The correct answer is the link select pointer. And for KRONUM JHS, the answer was processing pointer. Okay. Question 4. You have 40 seconds for question 4. This is a preamble to all schools. A machine overcomes a resistance of 1,000 newtons through a distance of 0.72 meters. When an effort of 2,000 newtons acts through a distance of 0.84 meters, calculate. Christ Model Academy, you have to calculate the velocity ratio.
1.1 in the first decimal place.
One more attempt. KRONUM ME for a bonus.
1.8.
That is not correct. Ultimate Academy, your main question. Mechanical advantage. KRONUM ME for a bonus.
0.5 Newton.
That is correct for 1 point. KRONUM ME, your main question. Efficiency of the machine.
%64.5%.
That is not correct. One more attempt. Price model for a bonus.
50%.
That is not correct. The correct answer is 42.86%. Or 42.9%. And for Christ Model Academy, for your question, the correct answer was 1.1667 or 1.17 or even 1.2 I would have accepted. Okay. Next question. Question 5. You have 40 seconds within which to provide an answer to question 5. You have only one attempt for this question. This is a preamble. A worker gets 5,000 naira for 4 days of work. Calculate the amount he gets for So, Christ model, your main question. 11 days of work.
$13,750.
That is correct for 3 points. Ultimate Academy Technology, 15 days of work.
£7,440.
That is not correct. Question is up for a bonus. You have only one attempt. Christ model for a bonus.
18,759.
That is correct for 1 point. KRONUM MEJHS. KRONUM MEJHS, 12 days of work.
£150,000.
That is not correct. For a bonus, price model for a bonus.
15,000 naira.
That is correct for 1 point. Yes. Question 6. Again, a preamble to all schools. The following questions are statements. You are to state whether they are true or false. These questions cannot be passed on as bonuses. Contestants, you have only one attempt. KRONUM MEJHS. A pendulum's period is independent of its length.
True.
That is not correct. It is false. Christ Model Academy, your main question. The wavelength of a wave is inversely proportional to its frequency.
True.
True is correct for 3 points. Ultimate Academy Technology. Electric power is the rate at which electrical energy is converted into another form of energy.
True.
True is correct for 3 points. Christ Model Academy. In encryption, a symmetric key algorithm uses the same key for both encryption and decryption.
True.
True is correct for 3 points. Ultimate Academy Technology. In computer networking, the term ping, that is P-I-N-G, is used to measure the bandwidth of a network connection.
False.
False is correct for 3 points. KRONUM MEJHS. Wi-Fi and cellular data network use the same underlying technology for wireless communication.
True.
That is not correct. The correct answer is false. And this brings us to the end of round 1. At the end of round 1, we have the following scores. Thank you very much for staying with us. Before we bring you the scores for round 1, we want to acknowledge our sponsors. Dext Technologies, the Institute of Distance Learning KNUST, the e-learning center, and also the UITS. Now, from our checks, we realized that there was a bonus question Christ Model Academy answered wrongly, but we gave you the mark. And that was a question on mechanical advantage. You said 0.5 newtons, but we know mechanical advantage has no units, and so we had to take that 1 mark back. At the end of round 1, these are the scores. Christ Model Academy, you have 17 points. Ultimate Academy Technology, you have 9 points. And KRONUM JHS, you have 4 points. Okay, so I understand it's KRONUM that got the ME, the mechanical advantage question wrong. So the correction has been duly effected. Thank you very much. Let's go on to round 2. Fastest finger, fastest brain. 1 question will be read out and contestants will compete to be the first to answer. Each question carries a score of 4 points. When a contestant is ready to respond, they should press the buzzer before they attempt to answer. Answering before pressing the buzzer will disqualify the school from the question. After the buzzer is pressed, the contestants must answer in 3 seconds. If a school gets the question wrong, the 2 remaining schools get to compete to answer. A wrong answer in this round will attract a penalty of 1 point. Best wishes to you all. Before we go on to the contest, let me hear the sound of the buzzer from Christ Model Academy. Thank you very much. Ultimate Academy Technology. Thank you. And KRONUM JHS. Thank you very much. So now that we are sure all buzzers are working correctly, question 1. The 3rd stage of digestion is Christ Model Academy.
The mouth.
That is not correct. Ultimate Academy Tech.
Ejection.
That is not correct. KRONUM JHS.
Assimilation.
Assimilation is correct for 4 points. To the next question. The L shell ideally takes dash number of electrons. Ultimate Academy.
8.
8. Speak into the microphone, please.
8.
8 is not correct. Christ Model. That is not correct. The time is up. The correct answer is 18. Next question. What is the term for the act of intentionally spreading false information online? The correct answer is disinformation. So the next question. Name the 3 main parts of a transistor. Christ Model Academy.
The collector, the base, and the emitter.
That is correct for 4 points. To the next question. Which number is neither odd nor composite? KRONUM JHS.
1.
That is not correct. Christ Model Academy.
2.
2 is correct for 4 points. To the next question. The metalloid in period 3 on the periodic is Ultimate Academy.
Silicon.
Silicon is correct for 4 points. Next question. A polygon has 10 sides. What is the expression of its sum of interior angles? Christ Model Academy.
1,440.
That is not correct. The correct answer is 8 times 180 degrees. The question was to find the expression of its sum. Next question, that is the last question for this round. A charge of 240 coulombs flows through a wire in 3 minutes. Find the electric current flowing through it. KRONUM JHS.
80 ampere.
That is not correct. The correct answer is 1.333 amperes, and this will bring us to the end of round 2. Before we bring you the scores, we want to acknowledge our sponsors, StudyX, Dext Technologies, the KNUST Institute of Distance Learning, the e-learning center at KNUST, and the UITS. At the end of round 2, Christ Model Academy, you have 5 points. Ultimate Academy Technology, you have 2 points. And KRONUM JHS, you have 2 points. When we put the scores together, at the end of 2 rounds, Christ Model Academy, you have 22 points. Ultimate Academy Technology, you have 11 points. And KRONUM JHS, you have 6 points. We'll take a short break and return to you with round 3, the Science and Technology Challenge. Thank you very much for staying with us. Our attention has been drawn to another situation where for Christ Model Academy you were to answer a question naming 2 metals. You named only 1 metal and got the full mark. We have corrected it and given you 2 out of 3 for that question. Thank you very much. Before we go into round 3, there's a substitution. Ultimate Academy Technology, we are bringing in Benjamin for Sabit. Benjamin is coming in for Juliana. All right, Benjamin, you are welcome to the contest. To the Science and Technology Challenge. 1 question will be given to all schools. The question in this round will require contestants to perform a task that will be assessed. The score for this round is 10 points. Contestants will be given up to 10 minutes to complete the task. Round 3 is powered by the DEXT Science set. You have been provided with 3 dry cells labeled V, a diode labeled D, a switch labeled K, DC motor labeled M, and an LED labeled L. You are required to perform the following tasks. Task 1, connect the electric circuit as shown in the figure below. This will give you 3 marks. Task 2, close the switch and write your observations. This will give you 1 point. Task 3, measure the voltages across components M and L. Write your answers to the nearest whole number. This will give you 2 points. Task 4, you have to reverse component D. Close the switch and write your observation. This will give you 2 points. There is a related question. You have to explain your observation in task 4 when component D was reversed. This will also give you 2 marks. Contestants, you have 10 minutes to complete the Science and Technology Challenge. Your time starts now. Contestants, you have 1 minute to go. 1 minute to complete. Thank you. Thank you very much to our contestants. We will come for your our people there on the ground will come for your work. We will mark them and report the scores to you shortly. Thank you very much.
technology. Neither Ghana nor Africa can afford to lag behind our nations. These were the words of Osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah as he launched the atomic reactor in the 1960s, and these words are even more relevant today. It is in light of this that the schools in the Western region have decided to take up the mandate of living this dream of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah as a son of this land. Some special private schools and public schools alike have decided to set the pace by providing their students with 21st century learning experiences. And also providing a culture and a lifestyle of practical science activities. Journey with me as I take you through how Tech Science Set is ensuring that this dream of the Western region comes true.
We as a school have embraced science education or STEM education, using the science set to do practicals. We have not been long in the use of the science set, but just a term. We realize that using the science set for practicals brings a lot of excitement. The child feels involved and the child learns while doing the practicals. We are of the view that if our parents are able to collaborate with us, or any other school that they are using the science set, if you are able to collaborate and have the school, help the school get the science set every time, I think that practicals can be held easily. It doesn't pay to teach science in abstract. Science is like mathematics. We don't read it. We get involved. We involve the learner and we involve the teacher. And you can only be involved if you are using the science set to do practicals. I think that almost every private school and public school will ought to understand that to successfully study science is meaningless unless it is linked up to the use of science sets. And that's why I think that we must embrace this idea.
I've been in existence for the past 22 years.
Wow,
yes,
that's old.
And we began using the science sets about 2 years ago.
Wow.
And it has been great, seriously, because you know, teaching and learning of science without practical it's a waste of time.
Technology. Neither Ghana nor Africa can afford to lag behind our nations. These were the words of Osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah as he launched the atomic reactor in the 1960s, and these words are even more relevant today. It is in light of this that the schools in the Western region have decided to take up the mandate of living this dream of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah as a son of this land. Some special private schools and public schools alike have decided to set the pace by providing their students with 21st century learning experiences. And also providing a culture and a lifestyle of practical science activities. Journey with me as I take you through how Tech Science Set is ensuring that this dream of the Western region comes true.
We as a school have embraced science education or STEM education, using the science set to do practicals. We have not been long in the use of the science set, but just a term. We realize that using the science set for practicals brings a lot of excitement. The child feels involved and the child learns while doing the practicals. we are of the view that if our parents are able to collaborate with us, or any other school that they are using the sunset, if we are able to collaborate and help the school get the sunset every time, I think that practicals can be held easily. It doesn't pay to teach science in abstract. Science is like mathematics. We don't read it. We get involved. We involve the learner and we involve the teacher. And you can only be involved if you are using the sunset to do practicals. I think that almost every private school and public school will ought to understand that to successfully study science is meaningless unless it is linked up to the use of science sets. And that's why I think that we must embrace this idea.
Has been in existence for the past 22 years.
Wow,
yes,
that's old.
And we began using the science sets about 2 years ago.
Wow.
And it has been great, seriously, because you know, teaching and learning of science without practical is a waste of time.
Technology. Neither Ghana nor Africa can afford to lag behind our nations. These were the words of Osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah as he launched the atomic reactor in the 1960s, and these words are even more relevant today. It is in light of this that the schools in the Western region have decided to take up the mandate of living this dream of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah as a son of this land. Some special private schools and public schools alike have decided to set the pace by providing their students with 21st century learning experiences. And also providing a culture and a lifestyle of practical science activities. Journey with me as I take you through how Tech Science Set is ensuring that this dream of the Western region comes true.
We as a school have embraced science education or STEM education, using the science set to do practicals. We have not been long in the use of the science set, by just a term. We realize that using the science set for practicals brings a lot of excitement. The child feels involved and the child learns while doing the practicals. We are of the view that if our parents are able to collaborate with us, or any other school that they are using the science set, if we are able to collaborate and help the school get the science set every time, I think that practicals can be held easily. It doesn't pay to teach science in abstract. Science is like mathematics. We don't read it. We get involved. We involve the learner and we involve the teacher. And you can only be involved if you are using the science set to do practicals. I think that almost every private school and public school will ought to understand that to successfully study science is meaningless unless it is linked up to the use of science sets. And that's why I think that we must embrace this idea.
Has been in existence for the past 22 years.
Wow,
yes,
that's old.
And we began using the science sets about 2 years ago.
Wow.
And it has been great, seriously, because you know, teaching and learning of science without practical is a waste of time.
The Institute of Distance Learning IDL KNUST Kumasi informs the general public that application e-vouchers for admission into the following postgraduate, undergraduate, top-up and diploma programs of the university through the distance learning mode for the 2024-2025 academic year are now on sale. Applicants are to carefully read the entry requirements before selecting the program of choice. We have programs under sciences, agriculture, education, business, built environment, humanities, and engineering. Applicants for all programs must hold either a diploma, a higher national diploma, or a good bachelor's degree from a recognized university. You can visit any of the IDL offices across Ghana. In Kumasi, they are located at the Casley Hayford Building, KNUST campus. In Accra, they are located at the old KNUST guest house near EcoBank headquarters at Abraka, or the KNUST Accra City Center, Kwabenya, or McCarthy and Adenta office. In Takrade, you can find them at 2nd D Takrade, Cancer Road. And in Tamale, they are at Kapohini near the SNIT regional headquarters. Kindly note that programs would only be mounted at centers with the requisite minimum number of qualified applicants. Facilitation is a blend of online and face-to-face sessions on weekends. For more information and in-depth knowledge about the programs, you can visit the KNUST IDL website at idl.knust.edu.gh or call them on 0247 274 661 or 0507 110 005.
Thank you very much for staying with us. And so, for the science and technology round, our contestants performed as follows. Christ Model Academy, I'll start with you. You were able to perform task 1 correctly, and therefore you scored all 3 points. Task 2, you were able to perform it correctly, you scored a full point, 1 point. For task 3 though, you were unable to give the correct values, and so you scored 0 points. Task 4, 2 points, and then the related question you answered correctly for 2 points, bringing you to a total of 8 out of 10. Ultimate Academy Technology. Task 1, correctly done. Task 2, you scored half the mark because you did not provide the observations about M. Task 3, you got the full mark, 2 points. Task 4, you did not provide answers, and you did not also answer the related question, bringing you to a total of 5.5 out of 10. And then finally, for KRONUM JHS, you were not able to completely do task 1, and so you scored 2 out of 3. You wrongly connected the component M. For task 2, you did not provide any observations about M. You got half the mark. For task 3, you provided a wrong answer. You did not also provide any observation for task 4, and you give a wrong explanation in the related question, bringing you to a total of 2.5 out of 10. At the end of 3 rounds, Christ Model Academy, you have 29 points. Ultimate Academy Technology, you have 16.5 points. KRONUM JHS, you have 8.5 points. Before we go on to round number 4, which is the last round, we have 2 substitutions. Christ Model Academy, Michael is going out for Precious. And for KRONUM JHS, Charles is going out for Abubakar. Once again, we want to acknowledge our sponsors, StudyX, Dext Technologies. We thank you so much for round 3. The KNUST Institute of Distance Learning and the e-learning center. Round 4. This round is the riddles round. The question will be read out as a series of clues. If the question is answered on the first clue, 6 points are awarded. If it is answered on the second, 5 points. If it is answered on the third, 4 points. If it is answered on the fourth clue or any other, 3 points will be awarded. You only have 1 attempt for this round of questions. Contestants are to press the buzzer before attempting to answer the question. Failure to press the buzzer before answering will disqualify you from that question and will nullify your answer even if it is correct. Let us hear the sound of the buzzer from Christ Model Academy. Thank you. Ultimate Academy Tech and KRONUM JHS. Thank you very much. Contestants, I will be using my hand gestures to show you which clue number I am reading. So you'll see 1 finger up for clue number 1, 2 fingers up for clue number 2, 3 fingers, 4 fingers in that order. So there's no confusion. Riddle 1. We are twins. While one of us is the tallest, the other is the shortest you can find. We are said to be stationary and can be found on curves. The tangent to a curve at any of us is horizontal. Christ Model Academy.
Arc.
That is not correct. At us, the gradient simply vanishes. Who are we? KRONUM JHS.
Circle.
That is not correct. Ultimate Academy.
Chord.
That is not correct. And the correct answer is maximum and minimum points. Riddle number 2. I am emitted by atomic nuclei. When I am emitted from a nucleus, the mass number of the nucleus remains. Christ Model Academy.
Electrons.
That is correct. for 5 points. Riddle number 3. Despite being just a few pounds in weight, I have an enormous impact on your overall health and well-being. Lifestyle choices such as diet and exercise can significantly impact my performance. In popular culture, I'm often associated with Valentine's Day and love symbols representing affection and Christ Model Academy.
A hat.
That is correct for 4 points. And to the very final riddle for this round. I am an element. I am colorless, odorless, and tasteless, which makes me a noble gas. In magnetic resonance imaging, I am used to cool the superconducting magnet. When you compare me to any other element, I have the lowest boiling point. Ultimate Academy.
Neon.
That is not correct. Christ Model Academy.
Helium.
Helium is correct for 3 points. And that will bring us to the end of round 4. Before we bring you the scores at the end of round 4, we'd like to acknowledge our sponsors one more time. DEXT Technologies, the KNUST Institute of Distance Learning, and the e-learning center at KNUST. Thank you very much. At the end of round 4, Christ Model Academy, you have 12 points. Ultimate Academy Technology, you scored 0 points. KRONUM JHS, you scored 0 points. When you put all scores at the end of 4 rounds, then Christ Model Academy, you have 41 points. Ultimate Academy Technology, you have 16.5 points. And KRONUM JHS, you have 8.5 points. Congratulations to Ultimate Academy Technology and KRONUM JHS for putting up a spirited fight. Let's give them a round of applause. Let us give a resounding round of applause to our winners for this evening's contest, Christ Model Academy, for winning with 41 points. Let's give them a big round of applause. And a very big congratulations to you, Christ Model Academy. You have won this evening's contest. We will see you again in the next contest. Audience, thank you very much for joining us and participating. We are so grateful. We'll meet again in the next contest. Have a good evening.
The Institute of Distance Learning IDL KNUST Kumasi informs the general public that application e-vouchers for admission into the following postgraduate, undergraduate, top-up and diploma programs of the university through the distance learning mode for the 2024-2025 academic year are now on sale. Applicants are to carefully read the entry requirements before selecting the program of choice. We have programs under sciences, agriculture, education, business, built environment, humanities, and engineering. Applicants for all programs must hold either a diploma, a higher national diploma, or a good bachelor's degree from a recognized university. You can visit any of the IDL offices across Ghana. In Kumasi, they are located at the Casley Hayford Building, KNUST campus. In Accra, they are located at the old KNUST guest house near EcoBank headquarters at Abraka, or the KNUST Accra City Center, Kwabenya, or McCarthy and Adenta office. In Takrade, you can find them at Sekendi Takrade, Cancer Road. And in Tamale, they are at Kapohini near the SNIT Regional Headquarters. Kindly note that programs would only be mounted at centers with the requisite minimum number of qualified applicants. Facilitation is a blend of online and face-to-face sessions on weekends. For more information and in-depth knowledge about the programs, you can visit the KNUST IDL website at idl.knust.edu.gh or call them on 0247 274 661 or 0507 110 005.